Welcome back, brothers and sisters. Braden, Tim, Second Legacy, and you're amazing for showing up, and thank you so much for doing that. Today, we are going to talk about something that you all need to know. It turns out that Democrats, they're all for gun safety, Tim, but women can't use safeties, so we should probably just require safe storage laws and restrict ownership. It really happened, I swear. We're going to show you everything right now, so make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on if you are ready to have some fun with the 2A today. Tim, women and safeties, man. If only we had known the whole time. They can't figure them out.
Is it safeties? What's going on here?
No, it's actual safeties. I'm going to read you in. It's actual safeties. I'm just building up suspense. So in Minnesota, we had some state legislators, from the Democratic Party in Minnesota debating on amendments saying that, hey, if you're well-trained, you don't need to have the safe storage requirements that they were pushing because you're well-trained and you're sufficient in your ability to defend yourself and responsible for your firearm. Well, the Democrat was not having it. It was not acceptable because do you know how hard it is to operate a safety, Tim? I know. We're going to get to it, though. Let me bring you in here. This is a Minnesota rep that actually said this on the floor about women and their access to firearms. This is number 12, Doctor.
Been a hunter, had a gun, have had firearms in my home for about 30 years now. Kind of dates me a little bit, but and I tell you that every single time that I use my firearm, I have to actually remember to train myself to say, where's my safety, and to take my safety off. So as Representative Schultz says, when seconds matter, I would not have saved myself. Because every single time re-practicing taking off that safety in order to shoot my firearm safely actually takes me multiple seconds.
Wow. Tell me you're an idiot without saying you're an idiot.
Right.
I grew up with guns for 30 years. I still haven't figured out how safety works. I mean, you know,
but I love hunting.
Was beeping me, I would be fumbling trying to figure out where the safety was. I couldn't shoot him and get him off of me. So, I could have saved myself. It's those darn safeties. Hey, sweetie, in those 30 years, if you're really struggling that hard with safeties, they do make guns that don't have them. Yeah.
So maybe it was a commercial for a Glock. Maybe this is a nefarious opportunity for a Glock to get in there and really make some sales in Minnesota.
Sweetie, point and yank. It works. Yeah. I swear, it's like, wow. So basically, she just stood up in front of a whole bunch of people in a camera, or two or three, and just said, look, I'm dumb as a rock. I've struggled with simple mechanical devices. Yes. I drive a car every day for 30 years, but I still haven't quite figured out the brake thing. Yeah. But then I got the guns, and yeah, I struggle with that. I've shot 3 or 4 of my dogs. Oh, wait, I shouldn't say that.
Oh, too soon. Too soon.
Yeah, sorry, I had to get that. Yeah, anyway. I'm not going to go too far down that rabbit hole. Unless she wants to write a book talking about the dog she accidentally shot because she's fumbling with her safety in a gravel pit. But anyway.
Because that's what you do when you're vying for VP for the last 5 years. That's what you do. You write books and you say how you just take dogs out in the street and shoot them.
I want to be VP, but I shoot animals. I've shot pets. Yeah, it's like.
I didn't like that dog anyway.
Okay,
sorry.
Total
rebels. Stupidest thing
safety
ever.
On the gun, that dog would still be with us.
See, seconds matter. Absolutely, Tim. I'm glad we're on the same page. God, dude, I can't believe that crap went down. Anyway, it's a different thing. So Tim, before I show you the second clip, which kind of stacks on that clip, I would just like to really bring up 2 things for a short little discussion, a little tit for tat back and forth. First of all, she's mocking and kind of going down the road. Well, if seconds really matter, then I can't use safeties. And so if seconds again do matter, then I'm dead. So I might as well have a safe storage or not have a firearm anyway. Okay, that... Oh, I'm just, come on now. Yeah. That's the first thing. The second thing, and that's going to show up again in a second, by the way. The second thing is, this is the party that says men are oppressing women, that there's a gender pay gap, that the patriarchy is keeping women down, toxic masculinity. And meanwhile, there's a woman on the Democratic Party's side saying, well, women are too stupid to figure out safeties. So you can be empowered when it comes to abortion and anything else, your career, but you can't be empowered when you have Second Amendment because you're too dumb to figure out safeties because seconds do count. So this is another example, Tim, of women champion
white
over
privilege?
Here, women champion over here. Don't you say it. Don't you say it. And then over here, you've got, well, it's guns, so you're stupid. Like, Democrats on full display.
The reason I said that is because perhaps, I don't know, I have to do the research, but maybe safeties were designed by white males
don't you
hundreds of years ago
Oh.
that wore white powdered wigs, the same type of people that wrote that stupid document called the
Maybe.
Constitution.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a white male privilege thing, and only white male privileged people understand
Can
safety.
disarm
Could
safeties.
that be it?
Maybe so.
It was done. It was.
I don't know, though.
It was racist in its intention when the safety was developed. Can we use that?
That's a very valid point. No, I like where your head's at. But there's only one problem with that, Tim. And this is an important problem because you remember back in Colorado when we first introduced the idea of our buckets and buckets of white privilege.
Yes.
If you recall, the advocates for gun control in that time frame were saying that white women were due because of their buckets of white privilege. So now they had to do gun control. So really, they were the enablers because, I don't want to place blame anywhere, but I'm pretty sure that it's white women's fault that, I'm alive. It's a problem. There's guilt there.
Yeah, I feel the guilt every day. I honestly wish we hadn't developed the safety. This poor woman's suffering.
You're right.
30 years, she struggled with these safeties. She just can't figure them out.
But
it was
Tim,
a really
don't worry.
bigoted thing to do, very chauvinistic, misogynistic.
Right. Toxic masculinity on full display.
Yes. Wow. Mm-hmm. You know what? I'm going to go breathe off my exhaust pipe. I just can't do this anymore. I feel so bad.
You're going to suck start another Chevy?
Yeah, I'm going to have to suck start a Chevy because this woman, it just...
just before you do that,
this to her. I can't believe we did this to her, Brittany.
It's our fault, but don't worry, Tim, because she pulled the Democrat line. I hunt. Oh,
I hunt. Hello, fellow gun people.
Hello, fellow hunter. I love the Second Amendment too. Look, I hunt. Yeah,
I've shot 27 deer in my life, and not once did I intend to. That stupid safety.
Yeah, safety is so pesky. Well, here we go. Number 2. This is going to wrap it up for you, Tim. This is number 13.
Teach us in firearm training. I've been through multiple ones because I've gone through hunter safety, my conceal and carry. I've done a number of these things. And I asked the instructor, I said, how come every time I use my gun, there's this little knot in my stomach that I feel scared to use my gun? And he said, that is very normal. And I said, well, when will that knot go away? And he said, you have to practice. You have to shoot at least 1,000 rounds in your initial training and then do 100 rounds per month in order to maintain proficiency. I started adding up all the times I've actually used my gun. I don't think in my lifetime I've shot 1,000 rounds. And so if I am somebody who is in danger, who is afraid for my life, my firearm is not going to save me. And like Representative Pinto said, people with firearms in their homes are more likely to get hurt themselves. That if seconds matter and if I am afraid, I will very likely not be able to effectively use my firearm, and that firearm will get used against me.
So simple.
So the robber is going to figure out how the safety works.
Okay. Yeah, well, luckily the robber we mail. No, but if the robber's male, though...
Male with privilege, yes.
We'll be good. Yeah.
So it's it's like, I don't think I've ever shot 1,000 rounds in my entire life, and I got this little knot in my stomach. When does that go away? Well, if you fire 1,000 rounds and 100 rounds a month thereafter, that knot will go away. Tell you what, Pumpkin, I've never had a knot in my stomach because I picked up a gun. I've had a
neither
good time.
Neither has my wife. Neither has my sister. Neither has my mother. No woman that I know has ever taken guns and gone, I have a knot that won't go away.
If you're scared of a gun, chances are you haven't spent much time around said gun. And so this whole nonsense, I've been around guns for 30 years.
But she hunts them.
I've fired 1,000 rounds. What? Well, how many rounds do you think you have fired, Pumpkin? It's like, I shoot all the time. I'm a real gun, folks. Look, I'm just like you, fellow gun people. I love guns, but
however,
I've never figured out that safety. Representative over here said that you're more likely to die by your own gun in your own home. Oh, wait, that's BS. That's a made-up statistic, kind of like every other statistic they use. 100%. Oh, my bad.
Absolutely.
Well, but anyway, yeah, it's like you're not more likely to die by a gun if you have a gun in your house. Not by your own gun, anyway.
Nope. And I would like to just kind of add a little color.
How safety works.
That's right, the safety. It's really, really bad.
I wonder if she has a TikTok video where she's pointing a Glock at her junk, testing the trigger pull.
I don't want that. I don't know. I hate those videos. It makes me cringe every time. Even when I just even see it from first person view, I'm like, oh my God. I don't even
see my safety doesn't work.
Yeah, it's so bad. Oh, my balls. Yeah.
Anyway,
dude, but Tim, she's a hunter. She's hunted her whole life.
She is.
She's a hunter.
For 30 years, she dated herself there, but for 30 years, she's lived with a gun. She lives by the gun, folks. But for 30 years, she struggled with that safety.
She lives by the gun. Yeah.
I'm struggling. I'm struggling with her testimony because she just painted herself as a complete moron, which they tend to do.
And then applied it to all women. Wasn't that nice, though?
Hey, women. Hey, fellow women shooter folks. I'm with you. We're all dumb. We don't know how. We get a little knot in our stomach, and the safeties confused us for 30 years.
And
Thanks for watching Second Legacy.
Oh, God, no, go. It's just going to go downhill. Just go. Just.
I know, right? All right. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully this made you laugh, because I'm probably going to be laughing all the way home. Hopefully it doesn't get me into trouble as I laugh myself into a ditch. I love these people. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys soon.